Alright, we're just going to lay in the background first. Background for the sky. This is Indian yellow. Indian yellow for the sky. Or the start of the sky, I should say. And we'll go into ochre. Yellow ochre on top. Getting a little more reckless as I go up. Maybe a little bit more ochre here on the left. And towards the top, we'll go into crimson, not naphtha red. Almost went into naphtha red. Crimson. And this is real strong, so I tried to not use barely any of it. You can still see how strong this permanent crimson is. Very strong. And then on top of that, Prussian blue. Just pull some out and mix it all together. Maybe some red there, crimson. Alright, that's at the top. I'll just go all the way. Pick up some more. Alright. There's our hues. Or different colors here. Now we're going to blend them out. It's actually getting kind of hot up here, so I'll turn this off. There we go. Make sure I got all that crimson out, because that's going to muddy everything up if I don't have it out. There we go. Alright, hopefully I got most of it out. Nope. Actually, I kind of like that. Looks weird, but I kind of like having that color in the back there. We'll get a new brush for this. I have a bunny brush. A blendy brush. Blender brush. I'll use that. These work well. Alright, now I'll blend where the crimson and yellow touch. Little circles. Wipe it off. Top. Blend those. Little hairs everywhere because this has a tendency to shed. We gotta make sure we get those out of there. There we go. That's an interesting sky we got here. Let's add some clouds. What brush should we use for the clouds? Fan brush? Could use any brush really. This one clean? Yeah. Let's use a fan brush. Let's make some purple clouds. This is just Prussian blue and crimson. These can be dark, I don't know. We'll just go with whatever here. Start with some faint stringy ones down here. Could even use the what's that? Palette knife if we really wanted to. If we really wanted to, we could use a palette knife here, but maybe we'll just stick with this for now. Have some here. Darken up that corner. I like the dark corners. That's good enough. There we go. And then we'll blend it again. Can probably use the same brush. He uses a large 48-inch format printer. Oh wow. I don't have one of those. That's cool. Oh, we should have done this one first. Oh well. Nice little clouds here. I like those. Just kind of hanging out. This one's a little too dark though. Let's soften them. There we go. Okay. Wipe the old bunny brush out. And again, this is going to be real simple. This is not one of those challenging paintings. Hyper realist. This is just a very simple mountain paint or hill painting. Very easy if you haven't painted before, I hope. All right. Do we want to highlight those? Maybe we do. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. I don't want to go overboard. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. This is this palette knife with, I think, Indian yellow. Maybe some cad yellow in there. Yeah, there's definitely cad yellow in there. So I just picked a bunch of different yellow colors and put them. Decided I wanted to highlight with those. Put some color in there. Just make it look a little, I don't know. Just make things pop out a little more. I don't know. Sometimes it's good to do that. Okay. That's good enough for the sky, because most of the sky is going to get covered up. Not covered up, but it's not the highlight, or not the focus. All right, wipe that off. Let's go into the background. We're going to start putting in these little distant hills back here. I'll make these purple. Maybe I'll add some of that color in there. But these are very far away, so I'm just going to put in the color first and then lighten it up and blend it out. I do use projection device. Whoa, that sounds cool. Projection device to draw on canvas. It's like a projector. That's a good idea. That's why I like doing the streams, because everybody has really good ideas. And you can learn a lot from other people for painting. Alright, I gotta lighten this up a little bit. It's too dark. Okay. I think that's what we wanted to do here. At least for this side. This side is going to be trees. Picture on the canvas, then draw what I like. Cool. That's really cool. That's a really good idea. Just wiping this brush off again. Trees, the old tree line back here. And these ones are low. I might need a finer brush for this, but we'll give it a shot. It's green. I like using emerald green and crimson for the faraway stuff. So it looks like there's one big tree out here. So we're going to do kind of the same thing we did on that giant tree in the last painting. We're going to be doing a few smaller ones. Not smaller ones, but there's going to be a tree line here. All the way. Let's just do it all the way. Why not? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Over on the left side, it's just going to be a mash of color. But this one I want to make kind of detailed, so maybe we'll work left to right. Maybe that makes sense. Maybe. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Gotta take a breath when you do these big 2.5-inch brush trees here. Let me just covered up all those. I'm turning the brush sideways as I get closer to the middle. I'm just using the corner, right corner. So as I get closer, I don't want to use as much of the brush. Make sure I get out the in-between spots. And then the middle, that's when we can start doing some business. I do want a little bit more, not too much actually, I could probably do with what I have on the brush. You can do pretty much anything with the 2-inch brush. There we go. I'm going to have to use the 1-inch brush for the rest of this. Go on the bottom, push in a bit. So I don't want to see the horizon through the bottom, that just looks weird. Or the sky color through the bottom, it just looks weird. Doesn't matter too much. All right. I know I said I wanted to do a detailed tree over here, but now I don't really want to. Change my mind. All right, wipe this brush out. Also don't have my watch on, so I don't know how long I've been streaming for. So if it gets to be too long, just let me know. And I'll cut her off, or wrap her up. I don't like doing long streams too much. I get exhausted after a while. Alright, this is just magic white on the, with that green color. And then I add some cad yellow to lighten it up just a bit. And these aren't going to be super bright trees because they're in the distance, but we do want some sunlight looking colors to be showing through. So you can use, I mean, we can use Indian yellow there too, it doesn't really matter. Any of those will do, at the tops, at the sides, in the middle. Anywhere really. And then over here they can get messy, they can be whatever. I'm thinking I'm going to cover up all this anyways, this side. Like, I don't know how to explain it like this. Some type of curve. 74 minutes. Ugh, that is a while. Not too bad though, I guess. I'm not getting super tired yet. Just a little bit. Alright, wiping off my 1-inch brush. If I had more brushes, I feel like I could do faster paintings because I wouldn't have to be cleaning them, you know, wiping off the brush every time. Let's get the old 2-inch brush. Greens, back into the greens. We're going to start laying in hills, lots of hills. So there's one hill up here, or part of the hill. And I'm intentionally leaving that line there because I'm going to blend it out and then add bright highlights to it. And these are the pretty generic, if you watch Bob Ross, this is how he does hills, so it's all kind of the same technique here. Just tapping like you're knocking a door. All right, now we're back up here. I'm just going to go over that and blend it out. There we go. And we'll do the same thing over here. This is emerald green. Don't know if I said that. Probably, but this is emerald green here. We're just going to be laying in the hill this way. And honestly, I probably don't even need to tap here. But I'm just doing it because I like the texture that tapping makes. It makes some little spots look like they push up and things like that. But you don't have to do that if you don't want to. You can just whoosh, 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 throw in that paint. Works too. I also feel like sap green might work better here. So if you have sap green, you might want to use that instead. I don't have sap green, but it is pretty easy to make sap green if you are trying to. I think it's just phthalo blue and cad yellow in a certain ratio. I'll give you sap green. All right. There's our kind of hill-ish shape. I'm going to put in the road, or the faraway road here first. And it's going to be a little bit lighter because it's in the back. So I'm going to add some white to it. And some transparent red oxide. A little bit more white. There we go. That's the color. You can all see his palette knife here. Palette knife works great for this kind of thing. But it's up to you. Up to you how you want to paint things. Should get bigger as we get closer. Perspective. Ooh, interesting. But not very detailed because this is far away. This is the further away path. All right, let's grab some cad yellow here. Highlight him a bit. Try not to sneeze. I don't know what's up in this studio. This whole stream I've been fighting a sneeze. I don't want to deafen anybody. Alright, let's get back into the cad yellow here. And hopefully this turns into a nice grass color when we're going over emerald green. But it might not. Oh, there we go. Hey, that's fine. That's all we needed. Sometimes painting is a gamble. You don't know if something's going to work or not, but you got to try it anyway. Just because. I can't really see over here, so I'm just kind of smacking it, hoping for the best. Okay. In the middle, I'm going to blend in some green, yellow color. This is just emerald green and cad yellow. Maybe a little bit more emerald green. I should have done this before, but that's okay. Probably a fan brush might work better here, but really need to make sure that the ground is touching each other. You don't want your path floating out in midair. If I had more magic white on, this probably would have blended together better, but I think it might have dried in between, soaked into the canvas, but that's okay. It happens. And then we'll work on this side here in a bit. I do want to highlight the middle of that path one more time. It's just a little too bare. This is this titanium white and some brown. Can't really tell there's a path here anymore unless we highlight him. I'm just tapping. There's basically no pressure here. It's kind of like I would be highlighting a mountain. If you've seen me highlight mountains before, that's kind of what I'm doing here. Same technique, different subject. All right. One more time with this brush on this side. Now we'll go back, do the left side, and then we'll come down to the front, and then that'll probably be it. I usually put streaks of colors in first. I don't know if you can probably see those pretty well, but I just tap in like a spot and then I tap in between to blend them together. Something like that. I didn't want to go over there, but I did anyway, so we'll fix that up with a big old tree, add some depth. Now with the 2-inch brush, 2.5-inch brush. Emerald green, ochre, red, blue. Just dark, all the darks. Might need some more. Down here. Let's add those in. There we go. This is just to add some depth to it. Whoops, almost not fine. Brushes off again. But we didn't. We saved it. Alright, let's use... What do we want to use for this tree? Yellow ochre? That's way too much magic white. That's way too much, so I'm going to stay away from that. I'll just use yellow ochre for this tree. Maybe a little bit. Okay, there's like a okay outline of a tree there. All right, now we'll pull up this front area, do some hills there. Running out of space for my brushes, but that's okay. I'll try to get more dark color here. Let's actually just throw this in. Because we're gonna put in, I want to put in tall grass here, I think. And doing tall grass, I don't really want any. I might even throw in some black. There we go. we know where our path was, so probably don't need to sketch anymore. Just make sure we get that side over here covered up. Alright. Might need some more cad yellow as well. Or we can just use Indian yellow. I don't really know if we have a preference here for what color we use for this front grass. I can't remember, is this supposed to be, this is how long it's been since I painted last. Is it lighter as you come forward? Or is it, I think it's darker as you come forward. I can't remember. It's supposed to get darker? I don't know. I think it's darker as you come forward. Let's see. We're all out of the cad yellow here. So let's just use Indian yellow. We're going to do some highlights here. I probably will throw in some, get some more cad yellow here in a second. Just because I like how cad yellow looks on the grass. Darker flowers. Vanessa Garcia Artuniedo. Waving. Hello. Darker forward. All right. Thanks. It's been a while. I'm just getting some cad yellow again. It's been a while, yeah. I haven't had much time. I've been on call at work, so whenever I'm on call, I can't really paint. So if something blows up, I have to run upstairs and get on a call. All right. Atmospheric effect makes things in the distance look pale and bluish. Ah, that makes sense. Pale and bluish. Those are far away. Makes sense. I'm just using the fan brush here. I should have used this before. This is normally what I use when I'm doing tall grass or tallish grass. But now you can see all the ways that I make grass in one painting. It's just cad yellow on the fan brush. We'll do a different way over here. This is called the destroying brush technique. Only use old brushes for that. All right, now we got to put our path in. And I'm going to use a palette knife for this, because I feel like it. A little bit of black, a little bit of transparent red oxide. And I say a little bit, and that was like a giant mountain of it. So do with that what you will. Those knobs getting in the way again. Every time. Every time. Okay. Is that the psycho brush technique? Yeah. It's from what was that movie? Halloween? It's from the Halloween movie. Alright, we just put some titanium white in red oxide here together. That's way too much. A little bit. There we go. Pulling right to left. Right to left. Might not be able to hit. Oh, I got it there. This side I have to pull left to right because otherwise I'll run into the knobs. I don't want to run into the knobs. I need to do that to calm down. Yeah, it helps. It's a stress relieving technique. All right, we'll just throw in we'll throw in some more yellow here. Maybe darken it up a little bit. Just around the edges of the path here. Just push it in. Push the path back into it. What do they say? Back into the painting. This is just cad yellow. There's a bunch of yellows here. I don't really know which one I'm picking up at this point. I don't know exactly what I'm doing. That's a disclaimer I should put on every video. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a professional. I'm just a guy trying to learn to paint. A little bit more right there. How's that look? Maybe some there? No, don't want to put some there. That seems okay. Good enough. Good enough. Let's wipe off this brush. Take one step back. Look at it again. Back here. I did want to do some taller grass, but that's okay. I kind of want this to go up a bit. I don't know why. I just felt like it should. Yeah, seems okay. Looks great. Thanks. Thanks, Paint Your Green Wall. I'm usually pretty hard on myself, so if I say good enough, that means that's my equivalent of looks great. Alright, where's my script liner? Probably fell on the floor. Nope, there it is. This script liner's seen better days, let me tell you. It's losing all its hair. Kind of like me. It's all falling out. That's why I wear the hat. Otherwise everyone would get blinded from the glare. Alright, naphtha red, script liner, linseed oil. We'll give it a signature. Not much happening down here, so we'll just put it wherever. Wherever's good. Whoops. Alright, one swoosh for the top, one swoosh for the bottom, and then a 2 and a 3. I like putting dates on, just so I remember when I painted something. 3's looking real rough. That's only the 3rd one I've done this year, though. Greenworld does some great cabin landscapes. Yeah, that's true. He has really good paintings on his channel. If you guys have time, check him out if you're into acrylics. Very great resource to learn from. Alright, I'm going to take her down. This right knob is busted. It's not tightening at all. There we go. Loess Hills. Or Loess Hill? I'm not sure exactly what the name is. Loess Hill, Iowa.